What's good, y'all?
Yo, yo, yo.
What's good? Get the music
Thunderclap.
go.
Thunderclap.
What's good, man?
I
Welcome to episode 2. Episode 2. Some people didn't think we'd make it this far, BG, but we did
yeah, we here.
it.
We are
What's
here.
good? As you can see, we got a special guest here. We got
In the
Mr. Eric
building.
Kelly decided to join us for this week's episode.
Shout out to the
Uh,
tech gentleman in the building.
yes, sir. So what's been good? Should we do a recap? What's what we've been doing, or just small talk it, chat? Talk
This is
about
small.
some
This is
things that's happening.
week 2, guys. Week 2. Consecutive. We did 1 week and now we have done another week in a row, which is it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm glad that we here. I'm glad that you here. If you're here watching, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? It's a family over here. Rob and BG show, special guest, the tech gentleman, Team 100 Elite. It's a good vibe.
For sure. All right, man. So me, I like a well produced show. So I put together some things that we can talk about. But first off, let's check with Mr. Kelly first. I don't want to be rude and start jumping off anything. How you doing, Mr. Kelly?
Hey man, I'm happy y'all reached out to me, allowed me to come on the show, man. I was excited when I saw y'all carrying on that torch. We always kind of talk about it, at least in the chat, how the live stream used to be fun, but trying to sync up everybody, man, it's like trying to get the Avengers together, man. It's difficult. Can't do
For
it
sure.
consistently, and y'all taking up that mantle and at least provide something that when everybody is able to hop on and have some time that is here and we giving the people what they need, man. So shout out to y'all.
Mm.
For
Like
sure.
herding cats.
Oh yeah, cats with jobs and kids.
Right. For sure. So real quick, a chat check. We got phone tech at work, Mr. Alan Anthony there. Yo, what's up? Got TJ, the vet, always there for us. He's in here. Holla at your boy.
In the
He in
building.
here.
Holla
Rich.
at your boy. Holla at your Apple fanboy boy. Let's
Right.
not forget that.
Oh yeah.
This guy was a legendary member of Team Pixel. And he one day he bought an iPad. I think I'm gonna do a documentary on it, like Trap Lil Ross did. Cause one day this guy bought an iPad and it just spawned into mad Apple products. One man bought an iPad. Then he bought the what's the little box computer? God, I can't think of it right now. Like a Mac Studio,
Oh
something
yeah.
along
Mac
those
Mini.
lines.
Oh,
Then he
yeah.
bought a goddamn Apple Watch Ultra. Then he bought now he got a MacBook M5. I said, oh, what the hell?
Oh yeah.
This
Hey.
man can't be. And he got a what is that? An iPhone, the slim iPhone.
Right.
iPhone Air.
Yeah, he got an iPhone Air.
Yeah.
My man went from Team Pixel to Tim Cook.
Oh, yeah, he did a full. Yeah, exactly. Tim Apple in this thing. Man.
Yeah, man. But shout out to LaShawn in the building, man. Apple fanboy in the building.
And we got another legend in the building, Big John, Tech Reviews. Long time. No.
Hey, what up,
no
Big
see.
John?
We got Philly Jazzy Jeff. What's up, Philly?
We in week 2 of this thing, man. Nice to have y'all on the bill. Nice to have y'all in attendance. But yeah, so what it do, Rob?
Well, we just have Samsung Unpacked. All right.
Okay.
And all the big tech tubers got their phones and they've been out to where was it at? In San Francisco?
Yeah, down in
And
Cali.
yeah, and everybody is kind of pretty much just giving their view of the phone, talking about what's good, what's not good, and what have you.
Okay.
I like to know what you guys think of the phone and Unpacked itself. Let's start with you, Eric.
Oh, um, so I pre-ordered the buds. It's just kind of one of them things. If you got Samsung devices, you're in the ecosystem. They almost like just something else to have. Like I got the threes and I had every other pair. I don't daily these. I use the JBLs, but if you want like maximum functionality in the ecosystem, you gotta get the buds, especially when they throw them deals on there. The phone, I've been really back and forth about. I got a chance to play with it in Best Buy, and compared to the S25 Ultra, it feels like a dummy phone. So it's lighter. They got rid of that the titanium. Um, Outside of that, I'm kind of stuck because I like the way this feels. Feels like a real phone, but they actually made hardware updates to it. So
Right.
the privacy, display feature is not coming to no other phones. The faster charging is not coming to any other phones. I don't know if the Horizon lock. I feel like that's software based. I feel like they can throw that on whatever phone they want as long as you got the processing power. And the 10-bit display not coming to any other phone. The new kind of lossless audio codec, things like APV or something like that. Um, I feel like they can jump that on something else, but I don't know. So I want all that stuff. I just don't like the physical phone. I feel like I don't know, they're doing the whole super thin light thing, but this feel like a man phone,
Okay.
right? It's crazy.
What you getting off into? We're gonna bring this back up again. All the little things you just mentioned, we're gonna bring this back up. I got a segment
Okay,
for
cool.
us where I'm gonna ask your opinions on. I'm gonna break down what's new with the S26. I got my
Oh, my fault.
notes. Oh no, you good. You good. You didn't do nothing. I got my
All right.
notes and I'm just gonna go through and I just want you guys, to tell me like, are they doing too much? Or they on point, or they just reaching for it and they need to just get that out. They can worry about that later. It's something. It's a waste of time. However
Yeah.
y'all want to word it. BG, you got anything about the Unpack event or other? You know,
Well, I mean, as far as just the event itself, I mean, it lacked luster. It wasn't, too exciting. It was to be what was expected from Samsung. I feel like some of the main qualities of the phone, they didn't package them and present them well enough. Sometimes to actually like plant that flag with that new device and say, this is what's good about this device. And it's kind of like every device got characteristics. So like every device got something about it that you like whether it be even if it's like the same devices, like everybody say, oh, that's 22 to that's 26, same phone. But it's little things about all those devices that a lot of us liked that was different from each other. Like you might got one phone, like Eric said, at the premium feel. Then you might have another phone. You may like the flat display. So it's little things about devices. They still different at the end of the day. And I feel like a lot of the selling points they actually miss. And some of the selling points, like they got one selling point that they selling so hard, it make it feel like a gimmick. Even though it's not a gimmick, it's like it's like you just, sometimes we gotta organically see what's good about these devices for it to feel authentic. You know what I'm saying? If you got influencers, every reel that you see when you swipe down, look, I was looking at the side of the phone, it disappeared. I was looking at the phone, it don't feel the same. So I mean, I think it's an actual good device. It is a lot of good about the device that is different from the prior device, and that don't always happen. I'm somebody that look at these devices a little bit different. I'm the type of guy that I realize I'll buy a M2 MacBook Air and I'll buy a M4 MacBook Air. Completely the same device, but it's just a little bit more performance, a little bit more capability. And when it comes to performance and capability, a lot of times that equals ease of use. You can get things done faster in a more efficient way. So I'm okay with that. Not a lot of people are okay with that these days, you know, because I done thought about this on a scientific level when a lot of people not thinking scientific these days. So yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of other things that's dope about the device that I wish they would have kind of just rolled out differently and really like gave you an actual real life, like, you know, so, oh yeah, we shot the event with a S26 Ultra, but dog, the rig that you got, the S26 Ultra, even though a lot of times the image is still gonna be the image, it's got this grandiose look to where as though it's nothing special about the phone. It's just that y'all got so much shit to hook the phone up to that you can make it do this thing. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I think they got to show how that like how it applies. Like a lot of times you can teach somebody something, show somebody something, but until you really show them how it apply to real life or their life, that shit don't mean nothing.
All right. So, like I said, I want to go back into the chat real quick. We did get a few people to pop in. Right now, we're 11 strong. Appreciate you. We got Sean.
Oh,
Pause. We got Sean Okafor in. We got Miss Ashley Kelly in. Shout out
Yeah,
to
babe.
the Miss Tech gentleman, Mrs. Tech gentleman. We got Kia Too Technical. Shout out to Kia for jumping in. Appreciate you and everyone. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go over some highlights of the Galaxy S26 Ultra, and I want you guys to tell me: are they doing too much? They're on point with this, or get out of here with that mess. I ain't gonna cuss. You know how that GTFOH, but just in
Yeah.
case some young people
okay.
might want to check this out. You never know. I don't want
Get the heck out of there, gosh darn
Yeah.
to. All
Skedaddle.
right. So
You're pushing it, buddy.
is the significant performance improvements enough to warrant the average person's attention? We're talking because a lot of people are not really in the AI, or they can really care less about CPUs and GPUs. But I mean, are they doing too much? Are they on point, or is it just not really worth talking about? BG, what you think?
I mean, honestly, it's not. It's such a small percentage of people, right? Coming from a device like a S25 Ultra, I mean, it's such a small percentage of people that do anything on a device that's going to notice the performance gains going from a Snapdragon 8 Elite to a Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5.
Right.
Only somebody who's a really like strong phone gamer or somebody who produces content on their device or somebody that do something, just incredible on the device only is going to notice that performance gain. I
Only
think
yeah.
honestly, where the performance gains actually come in at for the normal people is longevity. When I go out to buy a phone, if I have to go out and buy a smartphone, I want to buy a smartphone with the latest processor because then when the Snapdragon 8 Elite is 3 years old, or when the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 is 3 years old and the Snapdragon 8 Elite is 4 years old, that's when you probably could tell the difference.
Right.
That's when you're going to be looking for some performance games when you get that software a couple years from now that's actually going to push the phone. So I think I think honestly, when you're going to buy a phone, you want the newest processor just for longevity if you plan on keeping the phone. But like somebody buying the phone and saying, "Yo, this phone is blazing fast," it would be the same as somebody buying the S25 Ultra that would be blazing fast to them also. So
Okay.
you know what I mean? It's an astronomical the small number of, well, that wouldn't be astronomical, it would be the opposite of astronomical, small number of people that would notice the performance gains between two very powerful devices.
All right. What you think, Eric? Is the performance anything to sneeze at? Are they doing what they're supposed to do, or could they have done better? or what do you think as far as just what's going on?
Um, I think the performance is fine. I think it's always been fine. I think for a long time, phones are able to do more than most people can do with them. The problem that most companies have is trying to figure out what to do with the power to make it valuable. So I think Pixel is like a perfect example. Notoriously weak processors, right? Across the board, not even competition. They don't even speak on it. They don't compare themselves to nobody else. They just hit you with the features. And
Right,
when I leave a Pixel phone, I miss the features. And so I think Samsung, they're kind of all over the place this year.
right.
And as far as the performance goes, they still gotta give us something to care about with that. But I think overall it's fine. Another year, better, faster, stronger, more powerful, all that stuff. Check the boxes.
All right. All right, we're gonna move on to camera enhancements. All right, now, so the 200 megapixel primary camera has been slightly improved. I don't know if anybody know what aperture ratings are, but it's a more wider open sensor that will allow for more light. So you should get better low light performance, more sharper details. That super steady horizon lock. Do you think that was they was on point with that, or is that something they doing too much, or was it something that wasn't really necessary?
I think it's innovating. I mean, honest to be honest with you, I think it's very innovating. Because a lot of people's creating content with their phone, and that's one thing about a phone when you, especially everybody wants to be a vlogger, so it's so much vlog style content being created, and that's the one thing that can make a difference in the vlog stabilization and some vlogs is more important than video quality. You know what I mean? Like, because most stuff that you see, like most content that you see in quality 1080, a quality 1080 with like good vibrant colors, you not even once it's past that, it all kind of not I ain't gonna say it look the same. I mean, if you have an eye for it, you can notice the difference, but your brain is perfectly okay with it. It's not gonna say that anything is wrong with it. But if you got a vlog and you got that even that good 1080 and it starts shaking, that's one thing that we will notice. If you walk around with a phone or whatever, or you wanna buy a phone and you don't have money for Osmos Pocket 3 or no, little Sony camera to go around vlogging with, that becomes a phone and a powerful tool at the same time.
What
Yeah.
about you, Eric?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm interested in trying it out. It's crazy, but all those little features come with compromises. So I think I'm curious what the quality trade off is for the video, and then what features they give you while it's enabled, because I know it's kind of going off of that super steady arc. So my question would be, can I enable it while the pro controls are enabled? So can I lock in, certain aspects if I want to lock the frame rate or, the color temperature or something like that and use it? Or is it going to be in the gimmick category because I kind of got to take a hit on being able to control my video quality to enable it? Is it going to crop in to a point where, well, dang, now I got to have a selfie stick to get the phone out far enough? Because if you notice, they always used it to take, pictures or videos of other people. It was never really used in like a selfie kind of deal, which to your point, BG, first thing I thought about was vlogging, but then they never really showed it like that. At least I didn't see it used like that. So I'm curious to see how functional it actually is.
All right. Next up, the thing I want to talk about: did Samsung uh, get a win with the new integrated privacy display? That the system that narrows the screen viewing angle so people besides you can't easily see what's on your display. Also, they do have some pro scalar improvements and anti-reflective coating to enhance sharpness and visibility. They still have the AMOLED two-time display, 120 hertz refresh rate, and like I said, Samsung's always has the best displays. But I mean, what do you think about that privacy display? Did they have a winner with that, or is it just it is what it is? Eric.
Yeah, I think they got a winner. I think it's another one of those features, just like the anti-reflective coating, that once they put it on there, I think it's something that people obviously want, right? They're paying extra for every other phone to add that feature to the phone. So they're like, okay, we put the, anti-reflective folks out of business on the Samsung Galaxy Ultra. Now we're gonna put the privacy screen folks out of business. So it's one of those things where once you have it, it's gonna like you gotta have it. Because I never even buy those, but I know exactly what I'd use it for. There have been situations where I'm like, it'd be nice to have it in this moment, but I don't like all the other compromises. One big one with the Galaxies is if you add that to your S25, S24 with the anti-reflective coating, you basically do away with the anti-reflective properties. So now you're choosing privacy over the anti-reflective stuff because those are all glossy. So I think it's a win. I think that it'll be one of those things where in a couple years, everybody else will be copying it and it'll just be the norm.
Yeah. What you think, BG?
Well, honestly, yeah, I think they hit it out the park with that one. Like, I really don't think Samsung get the credit that they supposed to get with the display, even though it wasn't the 10-bit or whatever on the S25 Ultra. That anti-reflective coating on the S25 Ultra just makes like in situations where displays aren't gorgeous, that month still gorgeous. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Right.
just coming back and then bringing a whole new type of technology, and that technology is used. I done work with companies with the, the tenant displays and stuff like that. And I mean, I can't keep those type of displays on my phone for a long time because first of all, it's just it does darken the display. For the display doesn't look the same. You know, you bought a phone for the display, and this kind of turned the display down a notch.
Right.
And at the same time, I'm a YouTuber, so like I can't rock no anti-reflective. Like I see plenty of use for privacy. Like you anywhere you sitting at a bar, you sitting next to somebody, you sitting on public transportation, on a train next to someone, on an airplane, whatever. There's plenty of uses for it, but then at the same time, it's irritating because, like, you know what I'm saying? I make videos about my phone. So then when it's time to cut the camera and make a video about my phone, I got a goddamn tinted tempered glass screen protector on there. That ain't, that don't go 100% right with shooting a video. So now I got to
Right.
toss that. What I'm gonna buy one every time I need to take the tempered glass off my phone. So I think it was a hell of a
Es-
idea. I think it's perfect,
Especially,
especially in these times.
yeah, especially, and you can also do it on a per app basis. You can do it on your notifications that pop up.
Right, or
So
passwords.
if you was a
Mhm.
creator and you was shooting a video, and you know how sometimes in our videos somebody will be messaging you. Well, you can actually block that out and not miss a beat while you're making videos because usually in post you got to come back and put the little
Right.
edit block
You
over
got put the little
sensitive
blur.
information.
Like when
So,
somebody tell you to take the trash out, you gotta put the little blur over it.
so the
Right.
thing. So my question was, I heard, I watched CJ Knows Tech video, and he mentioned that I think it depends on how you film in the phone. Like maybe you can like tilt it real quick, and that'll save you. But if you're just doing the top down and the phone is the camera's top down, it's in that window to where it can see regardless of if that's on or off. So I I don't know if that's going to necessarily save you. I think it
I
depends on what
thought
angle you're shooting
I
from.
think I saw the same video. I thought the impression I got that you can that little pop up window that Samsung has that you can actually the pixels would turn that dark in that area
Mm,
so it
I th-
won't be seen.
No, but
Or
I mean
I don't
maybe
know
you're
I'm
if
just
right.
saying,
yeah, I think it's just activating that feature. So instead of it being across the whole screen, it's just over those pixels. But it's basically making it to where everybody can see, and then it's just narrowing it and it's just doing it for those pixels. But if you're in the in the window, because obviously if you're holding the phone, you don't want to block out a notification for yourself. You just want
Right.
to block it out for everybody else. And if you put the
Oh,
camera where your face is, the camera will be able to see it if it's top down. But if you're kind of doing like an off angle kind of shot or something like that, then yeah, it'll kind of save you. Or like especially in B roll, because that screwed me up a couple times. Something pop up in B roll, and I'll see it till I'm cutting. I'm like, dang, I can't recreate that right now. But
Right.
yeah, it'll help. But just putting it out there, like if you do top down videos, that ain't gonna save you.
Oh,
At
okay.
least I don't think so.
Shout out to the Skulls playlist for dropping in. Appreciate you. And rocking with me. Just, my channel for a minute.
Yeah. Hey, y'all make sure y'all
right.
like, subscribe if y'all not
Shout out to
subscribed,
bro.
man.
All
Shout out
right.
to bro.
What else? Oh, we're gonna go ahead and finish this up real quick. We're gonna got some other things to get on too. But what about the 60-watt fast charging that's up from the 45 watt and the 25 wireless charging, but no MagSafe? Like Eric, what you think? That's a miss. They missed opportunity,
I still
or
gotta buy a MagSafe magnet. Cause as you can see, I like rocking the little skins and they work. I hadn't dropped the phone yet. I hadn't had one come off yet.
right,
But I'm always just a little more nervous of having the little ring on top of here.
right,
And I've seen some people put it underneath the skin, but it just kind of, oh no, that looks crazy. So that's a huge L. And at this point, they're really, I heard their logic on it, which was the majority of their customers put cases on their phones.
right.
And once you put a case on, the case got to have it. So they're like, well, we're not going to put it in the phone. We'll just put it on all our cases, which I'm like, put it in the phone too. Like, what,
Right.
like, you did everything else, put it in there too. Y'all doing crazy stuff. Just put them in there.
BG, what do you think about the jump in battery tech? That's a good
That's
move for them? They doing
per
they won't are they on point? They ain't do enough. What you think?
big dog. I think I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I do uh I understand that the 5,000 watt thing. I completely understand that. I'm actually a little bit worried about the actual battery life.
Okay.
Um, for the simple fact that we're getting 5,000. Last year, they talked about efficiency heavy with the Snapdragon 8 Elite. Now they did
Hmm.
talk about some efficiency with the Snapdragon Gen 5, but for the most part, they talked about performance and how it's going to step up uh, GPU performance, CPU performance, things of that nature, and it's going to have a bigger vapor cooling chamber. And
Right.
that's not there for no reason. They don't go up with the size of the cooling chamber for no reason. So anything that creates heat is utilizing energy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know if they can make a more powerful but efficient chip so many times. S25 Ultra was cool with 5,000 milliamps because the phone actually did get more efficient. So you did get a gain in battery life with the S25 Ultra. Um, and I've tested that myself. I've seen that tested a couple times. There were some gains going from S24 to S25 Ultra as far as battery life. Not insane gains, not one plus silicone battery gains. No, no, no. But I mean, it's definitely. I'm after you give me an all day phone, I'm not really tripping on that stuff.
Right.
I like the luck. If I got a phone that's all day for me, and I ain't never really had a ultra since like the S22. What that wasn't an all day phone for me. I'm not really pushing for more there because just with when you push for more battery, you're gonna lose something. I'm just glad that the S Pen was brought back. I'm glad because that's all I was seeing last year. Of course, well, if I would take them, I would rather them get rid of the S Pen and get a bigger battery. Listen, if you want a bigger battery and you don't want no S Pen, don't buy the fucking Ultra. Excuse me, Rob.
Oh, you good, man. But
Don't
what
buy
about that? That I think Samsung is since the Note 7. They how long do they wait to try their new silicone battery technology? How long do they stay on the outside looking in while everybody else is getting close to adopting it industry wide?
I mean, it's the because I just feel like it's just excuse me, Eric, but it just don't feel
No.
like that the thing ain't the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not the thing that make the battery like I'm sorry, like it's people that's battery hawks and they on that and it's nerds that love that type of shit. But honestly, it's just not the thing that attract the normal person. Like a normal person want an all day battery and they gotta charge their phone at the end of the night. That's cool. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They don't care about that. But I'm just saying it's like it's just really I just like because every year, like for like 3 years straight, I would buy a Ultra and a OnePlus. OnePlus been had the super fast charger. OnePlus has the bigger battery, has the better battery life. But I just never and I'm an Android person. But I just like the OnePlus just ended up in my fucking drawer. Like it just
Yeah.
always ended up in my fucking drawer. Never was a like it's never like yo, I'm fucking like yo, I could never put my Ultra in the drawer and be like, yo, I got the OnePlus on me. Like I just not. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people really rock with OnePlus, and I think it's a dope phone, but it's just not like it's just the
Yeah.
certain features that I like in a certain way. Like it's more shit to a phone than battery life. Like we not like you know what I'm saying?
So
Like you want MagSafe magnets for fucking power banks, but then you want the battery to last for 4 fucking days. It's like,
pick a struggle.
like, bruh, fuck.
Hey, so I can tell you exactly why they haven't switched to that battery because they promised people that these phones are gonna last 7 years.
And that silicone battery,
That tech ain't even been out for 7 years, so they
right?
can't even fake like they gonna move that way because you got all these phones out here that you made a promise essentially. We're gonna update it for 7 years. We're gonna support it for 7 years. If year 5 they start blowing up, you ain't gonna recover from that because they already kind of got that. Like somebody mentioned in the chat earlier, the Note 7 that's still kind of hanging out there. So when you the big dog, you can't really move on everything that pop up. And to BG's point, they got the data. If that was causing people to leave them and go somewhere else, guarantee you Samsung will hop on it. As much as I want it in my phone, I'm not the customer that they're concerned about because I'm off this at a year, maybe year and a half at most. I'm on to the next phone. They worried about the people that's paying $1,300 and is expecting this phone to last, 5, 6, maybe 7 years. So I can understand that they can't really hop on the latest and greatest like that unless
Yeah.
it's tested.
Samsung is past trying to make the enthusiast market happy. They're worried about the mass market. Uh, the enthusiast market is for people who are probably getting those new phones. Remember when the Nexus came in and like when the Nothing phone there, they were strictly listening to the enthusiasts, and then after a while, once they leave that enthusiast market behind, they're trying to go mainstream. Like you said, you're right. They're not going to. That makes way more sense. They're not going to jump on that new battery tech because right now it has no longevity.
Yeah.
It's
Because
not
it's
proven.
rated at fewer charging cycles compared to
Right.
lithium ion as well. Like out the gate, the specs on the battery tech, I forget
And
the numbers, but it's like half the number of charging cycles is lithium ion right now.
it's slightly getting called out because remember the boy Marquez Brownlee did a video on it, and everybody was pissed off because he put the phone in the thumbnail smoking. The one he put a OnePlus
Oh,
phone in his thumbnail smoking, then he changed the thumbnail. So
I ain't
it's
know about that.
already kind of like getting called out for some stuff, and they already, I mean, they already under the gun. I mean, they copying Apple's homework, and Apple homework is don't mess with nothing that ain't proven. Apple moves slow, be steady like the turtle. You know what I
So
mean?
so Samsung is they at a point where they can pick and choose where they push, and they can push in areas nobody else can push. So the Fold 7, I think, to say what you say about the Fold, about the S26 Ultra, if it is stale and all this stuff, if you don't understand that a it's a role player, right? Samsung got a team of devices. They got an ecosystem. Everything in the ecosystem got a purpose. Once they switched from the Note to the Ultra, that phone was no longer pushing no boundaries. Like in the past couple of years, they've done some stuff like the anti-reflective stuff, but they on a whole nother. They literally created a new category of device, like, and everybody playing catch up. And meanwhile, they also, oh yeah, Apple making a super thin phone. We'll throw one out there too. We'll S25, I mean S25 Edge or whatever. Um, and they don't even market that phone. This phone is great. The battery, it could use some help, but I don't look at the S25 as the ultra line as having to have absolutely everything. And
Shout
so,
out to my boy Forbes Tech Review for the $5 super chat. Much appreciated.
hey,
Appreciate it, brother.
Yo, appreciate that. Like I said, super chat wide open. We got these cups.
oh
Take
yeah,
the cup.
we doing the adult drink
Dope.
for every
No,
super
this is
chat.
this is a panhandling cup.
Oh, okay, my fault. Trying to
It's
see what type of time
panhandling, man.
y'all on. I guess it ain't late enough for that.
If you do the moonwalk out this motherfucker in the meeting.
Oh man. All right. Now when we said when we was gonna do this stream, BG, we didn't say we was gonna try to be all tech all the time and what have you. So,
Yeah, that's
we
fair.
decided we was gonna try to mix in some things and, be a little bit more different than what everybody has been doing out here. So I'm gonna see if I can upload something here.
Okay.
And we're gonna do a reaction video.
Oh, the way you was talking, I thought somebody's about to walk in the room.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Say no.
BG like, I don't know if I signed up for this.
Like, yeah, but
Yeah,
Give me
motherfucker
a
walking
second
on with
here.
the
come on.
boom box.
Give me a second here. Let me get everything loaded up. See if I can find it. BG, go ahead and if you want to, you can go through the chat.
All right, man. Shout out to everybody that is in the chat, man. My guy, the Skulls playlist, I see you. I think all major manufacturers are going to block third party APKs. I feel like Apple does that right to a degree because I feel like sometimes, as far as Android go, we don't get the quality of, like, I'm starting to notice, like, now that Android phones have the specs, well, some Android phones, and I guess it's kind of hard to make apps on Android because they have to work across so many different phones at so many different specs. You got phones with 2 GB all the way to 16 GB. The processors that can barely power some head clippers to a processor that could compete with a mid-range to high-end laptop. You know what I mean? But yeah. You can set routines to do the same thing for an older device at older Samsung device. Yeah, I'm not nuts about Samsung stuff anymore, especially I guess with the phones. Yeah, I like the One UI. I'm a One UI guy, so I rock with Samsung. I've been rocking with Samsung for a long time, but I try a little bit of everything over on my channel. I try like I'm one of them. I'm conscious about my bias, so I will fight against my bias at times and do things outside of my wheelhouse just because when I come to these platforms and I want to have an opinion, I'm not just, you can't just be like, well, this is all you do, so shut up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just
Right.
like, no, I've tried this, I've tried that. Some things I like about this, some things I don't like about that. Holla at your boy. The last time they did too much was the Note 7. Yeah, I mean, the Note 7 was I mean, at the end of the day, it was a great, and the crazy thing about the Note 7, that like if you minus the battery, I had a silver Note 7. That phone was so fire for what it was at the time. So ahead of the motherfucking curve with features and the S Pen and just the look, the screen, the curved display. That motherfucker was insane on the spec sheet. But just that it was, and I mean, you can't blame Samsung for being careful because they really like that was a phone that really like I was sick about like having to turn that phone in because I was just like, yo, this is a lot of phone right here. This is a really nice. It was silver. I had speeds and cases that was silver and matching the motherfucker. I'm like, man,
Bro.
I'm good to go. And
Bro,
they was,
people were making like farewell videos. Like people were legitimately upset about having to turn their phone in. Like if that hadn't happened, Samsung was on a rocket ship because that phone was the big dog for real. That was before Apple really, kind of got with the program and started adding features and stuff. That set them back hard.
I was
man.
Shout out to Forbes. He did another $2 tech for he need to fill up BG's cup.
Man, shout out to Forbes, man. Forbes in the building. Forbes is my guy. You know what I mean?
Phone Tech at Work dropped a 20 spot. Appreciate you. So, fellas, let's go. I'm out here celebrating his sister's birthday. Happy birthday to your sister.
Hey,
happy birthday, sis.
Happy birthday.
For the ride.
That's what it is.
All right. I got the video. Now, I don't know. Like we over here using this Riverside, trying to try something new other than the other alternatives. So let's see if I can get this to work right. But this is a viral video that I'm quite sure most people have seen before. I'm gonna go ahead and play it. I downloaded it off of TikTok, and it's pretty much gonna get your reaction. I know BG gonna have a good time with this one. Shout out to BG Tech Life real quick before I start the video. $10 super chat. Appreciate you. All right, let's see if I can get this.
Right.
TikTok creator is facing a lawsuit after posting a controversial hotel hack online. Tara Woodcox, who describes herself as a health and nutrition blogger, shared a video showing people how to wash underwear using a hotel coffee maker while traveling. In the video, Tara explains that if you run out of clean underwear, you can place it inside the coffee filter compartment, close the lid, and press the brew button. The machine then sprays hot water over the fabric. She suggests drying the underwear with a bathroom hairdryer before wearing it again. The video quickly went viral. Many viewers said this is exactly why they avoid using hotel coffee machines. Days later, several guests realized they had stayed at the same hotel as Tara and had already used the in-room coffee makers. Some filed complaints and demanded compensation. To calm the situation, the hotel reportedly offered refunds to recent guests and replaced all coffee machines on the property. The hotel has now filed a lawsuit against Tara Woodcox, seeking about $1 million in damages for financial loss and reputational harm. The story has sparked debate online about responsibility and hygiene while traveling. After hearing this, would you still use a hotel coffee machine?
Oh man,
my head hurt after watching that.
Ain't no way, bro. That's trifling, bro. That's trifling, bro. Ain't no. You know what? I've never been fond of anything in the hotel room, but that's insane. Like that's out of the norm, the spectrum. That's not even like that's not like that's crazy. I don't even see how in your mind you think that's okay. That's just like the people that was licking other people's ice cream in the suit. That's kind of even like it's all terrible. But this is not even like I don't even know what type of word. Like it's further than diabolical. Diabolical is not enough. It's definitely not enough for what's going on here. If we really think about what's going on here, you see what I'm saying? Like it's like you just have the worst. Like I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. You see what I'm saying? And me, luckily, I'm not easily impressed. You know, some people, they get to the hotel room. Oh, look, the view. Oh, we got a coffee maker in the room. Oh, you know, and they get excited and they see stuff and they want to do stuff that they ain't never done before. Imagine somebody that done had that room after her that was excited. They had a coffee maker in the room. Probably don't even drink fucking coffee on a regular, and was like, "Man, I got the K cup, the 1 cup. I'm about to go ahead and do this up real quick." And was, you know what I'm saying, like that.
Bro.
That's filth. That's complete. That's DNA. That's biohazard.
Bro, it's so many layers. The fact that you would even just like Forbes said, just go buy some more drawers, man. Or don't wear none. Something.
Crazy
There's so
thing
many
about
other
hotels
options.
is they got washing machines there.
Yeah.
You don't need
How
to
about,
wash,
how
you can
about your
wash the whole
bathtub?
outfit.
Yeah. Like use the sink, do something like that's crazy, just the thought. But then of all the stuff you wash in there, the drawers, that's crazy. But then you like, oh yeah, everybody needs to know that I do this. I need attention so bad. Damn the fact that I'm washing my drawers online. Everybody needs to know that I'm putting them in the coffee maker. I'm smart, right? This is gonna get me the reaction that I want. This is how far I'm willing to go. Imagine what she do when the cameras are off.
You sick.
She thought this was a camera. She thought this was a travel hack. She thought she was being the smartest person in the room.
No, bro. That's some type of sick, demented. You missing? So your DNA is fucked up somewhere, and something in your brain is shut off and dead. You know what I'm saying? Something in your brain is dead. Like it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not a travel hack. You're not showing off how smart you actually is. You really maniacal. You really a maniac. You
it's
see what
a
I'm
name
saying?
for that. Yeah,
And
it's
you
a
want
diagnosis
people
for
to
that.
know, like you want somebody to know that you possibly have poisoned them in the worst way. You possibly poison a whole family in the worst way. You know what I'm saying? But you could look like that's insane. That's insane. You should be locked up. You should be, you know what I'm saying? You should be just like to
getting
give
it
people.
though. She getting sued as she should.
Man, you need
right?
jail time for that, bro. You need jail time. That's
But
worse.
in between time, you know, how many people have done this?
Yeah. Because the thing is, as outlandish as this is, I'm pretty sure there's some people that was like, "Oh, that's a good idea." I have been in a situation where my drawers dirty, and instead of just going commando, I got a solution now. I'm gonna start doing this because this is in the same vein as somebody having to argue with you when COVID was going on why you should wash your hands. Because there's people that's living dirty already. That's their norm. It's indoctrinated.
But they see, and that's the thing. That's the people. They living dirty. They living filthy. They living trifling. So when they see you and you want to be clean,
you the enemy.
They hate that. They mad at you because you don't want them standing next to you and you want your mask on and you want everybody washing their hands. It's people that's so dirty and trifling that in their mind, they want to put some of their dirt on you. Like I never forget it. Like I almost got in, like, you know what I'm saying? Almost got into like you know what I'm saying? Almost got arrested because it was a dude. I was in Ocean City and it's a popcorn place that I like to go to called Fisher's Popcorn. And there was a dude like around COVID, so everybody was spread out. Everybody like was giving each other like 5-10 feet in the line. They had everything set up. You get your popcorn at the window, but it was a dude that kept coughing and spitting, and he was standing like once you got off, like it was like a trailer, so it was like a trailer, and you go up a little ramp, and it was a long line going up a little ramp. Once you passed the window, you had to come down these little steps. You know what I mean? But he was standing at the bottom of the steps, no mask on, just coughing and spitting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just doing that to be fucking like nasty. You just doing that because you want to irritate people and you want, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say something to you, like, yo, you need to back the fuck up. Like, like you're being you on purposely being trifling. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I tell you that and you want to do whatever, it is what it is. But you purposefully trying to fucking, you know what I'm saying? You wanna if you want to make it, oh yeah, because they gotta walk past me, so all this was for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And at that point, you should be kicking in your fucking ass for real.
Let me tell you, I had when I was a kid, all right, one of my first jobs was at a fast food restaurant. And you know, most of the time it's mostly kids working in the back. And every now and then you get one old dude that, you know, they need a job, they gotta work. So we had this guy, I guess he was an army vet or something. This guy, whenever he was making the hamburgers, and you know how you have to put the ketchup on, mustard and what have you, sometimes he'd get it on his hand. This is before they really express using plastic gloves. They just depend on people keeping their hands clean by washing them. He had the habit of putting his hands up to his mouth and sucking the mustard and stuff off his fingers, and then try to go back to the food. I don't know how many times we try to stop this dude. I say, hey, bro,
Once
you
we gotta
cannot
stop
be
you one
doing
time, we
this.
need to just push. We just need you to get the fuck out the back.
Yeah. Every time
Yeah.
he had this habit, he got someone to, oh, snap. He would look for a napkin instead of just, you know,
A
maybe getting something,
napkin?
wiping his hand. He go
I
right
need you
try
to
to,
go find the whole sink.
right.
I need you to go in the
Oh my
back
God.
where they got the big sink with the hose connected to it, and we need to just spray your ass down.
Yeah. He need to be tightened up.
I ain't gonna lie,
That's what
I
need to
did
happen there.
something on mistake that could have been considered nasty, but I did it in the customer's face, and it was a complete mistake. I was new. I wasn't in the worker mind. I was a kid. So I ain't going, and this shit was embarrassing, bro. Like, I was so embarrassed, and I felt like shit afterwards. So I'm working at Wendy's. So like I'm the person making the sandwiches, and like I'm not doing no shit like him. I got my gloves on and everything. Boom, making sandwiches. I'm not nasty, you know what I'm saying? I got home training. So, you know, so like so I make the food one time, and I guess out of just habit, like, cause maybe I just forgot where I was. So like after I made the food and everything like that, so a fucking, like, I don't know what I was thinking. A fry dropped out the bag when I was handing the lady the bag, and it dropped, and I caught it, and I ate the fry, like out of like not thinking, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
So
reflex.
I was like. But she didn't even wow me. When I thought about what I did, I was like, oh shit, this lady about to fucking try beat my ass, dog. Like, I can't even get mad at her. But she didn't even chill, like, cause it was a whole, but it was fried and it just fell. And I couldn't, because you know that's just something you would do if it was your own food, I guess. But like I like, that's the one time I fucked up. But it wasn't like me touching nobody's food with contaminated hands and shit like that. Like, I always change my gloves at every meal and all that type of shit.
Right.
Yeah, you ain't even capable of even coming up with that kind of crazy shit to do, man. To be honest, because that wasn't even nasty. It was just like, oh dang, that was. I mean,
That was
I would want to fry. If it fell out the bag and you caught it, don't put it back in the bag. Hey, do it. Whatever you do with it after that, that's your fry.
Yeah, I fucked that money up that time. I felt bad, and I felt bad. When, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, when I make people food with, I changed the gloves, because like when I was working at Wendy's, you had the gloves right in front of you. So every time you make a meal, I might have a trash can right there, and I'm a hand washer, and I had a sink right behind me. So I'm like a hand washer anyway. And then the gloves get your hands sweaty. So like, wash my hands, put some like jergens on my hands, because the gloves make your hands dry and shit like that. But that one time I did eat that lady fucking fry, I was just like, yo, I'm
traumatized.
You can't be no worse than this lady.
Like, I can't believe I did this shit.
But hey, but nothing is worse than this lady and this travel hack. Like I said, she got a video apologizing. Then she tried to blame it on somebody else, saying she was told this travel hack and she got it from somebody else. So Who
Some people
knows
ain't got
how
it all, bro.
long people have been doing this low key, and and I've always, whenever I go out of town, man, I go get my coffee at the Starbucks or the Tim Hortons or somewhere nearby. I've never brewed coffee out of my hotel room.
It make you not even want to like fuck with the food that's at the little 10 o'clock buffet now.
Right.
But the people that work there now, they the people that work there just like you would go to a Wendy's or you would go to a restaurant. But then the people, it's like, man, you just really rolling the fucking dice at the end of the day with any. I'm not one to pry or poke at people that work at fast food restaurants. I hate to go to a restaurant with a motherfucker that's always complaining for no reason about a bunch of dumb shit. Exactly. I don't like that because that's scary to me. But yeah, that's just, bro, that's flat out like that's just you intentionally want to cause harm to someone else when you do that. Like, because come on now, like now think about like as a person, you notice a coffee maker. This is a fucking general. This is not my personal coffee maker. They don't throw this coffee maker away when I leave the room and put a new one in here. You know that it could be somebody else using this coffee maker after you. In your mind, you know this. You know this. So now how in your mind do you make it okay for the next person?
They ain't worried about that.
They ain't worried about it. Like I said, she went viral for all the wrong reasons, and now she getting sued. And I heard she getting blacklisted also from a few hotels.
They need to lock her up, bro. Because that's just
chemical
like
warfare.
Yeah, that's worse, bro. That is worse.
She has a pretty big channel, from what I understand too. For all these hacks she do and travel. She's a travel YouTuber. I don't want to say YouTuber, but she's a travel content
She always
creator.
somewhere in a hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how you decide to use a coffee maker over your bathtub shower in your hotel?
Because the hotel water be hot as hell anyway.
Every time I went to a hotel and I needed to wash some clothes or wash something on, like let's say I decide, all right, when we go to a hotel and you might be out of town on vacation, so you might go to the pool in the hotel, you might go to the beach. A lot of these hotels have a room with the washer and dryer on like every floor.
Yeah.
Right.
So all you might need at the most is some quarters. You know what I'm saying? And you fuck washing drawers. You can wash just about every. You know what I'm saying? You can wash whatever you want to wash.
Yeah. So the thing that makes it even worse, even thinking about being in that situation and involving a coffee maker, I would boil the water and then just pour it on them in the sink. Like you can still put the hot water on the clothes from the coffee maker. Why? I'm discombobulated, man. Like just how you come up with that series of things to do. It's like even if you did them like that, that's nuts.
Man, when
they talked about,
man, I'm stopping.
This lady got enough.
Walmart, bro. It's Walmart's everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck washing drawers.
Yeah.
Let's buy a pack of them motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
let's buy a pack. Let's ball out. We on vacation anyway.
Splurge.
Let's walk around with new drawers on. How about that?
That's hey, hold on, BG. You going crazy now. New ones?
New drawers.
Nah, she got to keep them old ones, man.
Old ones.
Man,
that's
funny.
You know she ain't had no detergent in that. Hot water on the drawers. Dry them off, put them back on. My goodness.
That's funny. Oh man. Well, fellas, is there anything we missed? We've been on for about an hour. I think we pretty much. Is there anything y'all want to say in closing? Something y'all want to talk about?
Man, it's honestly, you know what I mean? It's so much shit to talk about in today's world, but we ain't here for all that right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think
Oh, don't worry. But I got some I've been stacking up on the reaction videos, so I got plenty more for future shows.
There's plenty out here every week.
Yo, crazy, yo, insane, yo,
But
insane.
yeah, we got 11 people in the chat. Hey, I don't know if BG, you want to go over the chat one more time.
Yo, it's your man BG Tech Life, and I'm going over the month in chat. Shout out to Mrs. Ashley Kelly in the building. Absolutely not. Yeah, it's wild out here for sure. Forbes in the building. WTF. Just go to the store and buy exactly. Exactly. Like, and I'm a coffee drinker, but I go downstairs and get the coffee. I'm not in the room, but I definitely I gotta tell everybody about that one just to spread the word. Spread the good word.
Oh
Imagine
yeah,
not
spread the
knowing
word.
it's nasty and posting it as a hack. Goodness knows what other hacks. Man, somebody, man, for real, honestly, I can't, like, I'm not gonna say that, but yo, imagine you right, you in a hotel room and boom, room service knocking on your door. Somebody working at the hotel knocking on your door. And you a coffee drinker. You just been drinking the coffee. You've been every morning, you just getting up, having you a good old cup of Joe. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on a patio or whatever hotel room you in. Then all of a sudden, the last guest forgot something. Cause you know this is a goofy MFer. This is a goofy. You see what I'm saying? A maniacal goofy maniac. So, the last guy said they forgot something here. Can she just come check the drawer for 1 second? I was, and then, damn, I wish I had a sound effect for it. And then
Dun,
Shorty
dun,
just
dun.
hold on, yo, hold on, and I don't have no sound effect for that. And she just walk in. You just walk. You seen this. We put the PSA out there, and they like the last guest. They forgot something in the room, and then underwear and the coffee maker washer walk in. Do you catch this now? Depending on what town, city, or state you in, do you go ahead and just catch the assault charge immediately?
Oh yeah.
Yo, because that's
Hey,
crazy.
nah, I need to see the manager immediately.
Well,
Right.
some people got their money back. It's quite a few
Fuck
people.
getting the money
Nah,
back.
nah, this is my hotel now. Look at me.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
me.
little. That's little shit.
I'm the hotel owner now.
Right.
Eric said, "Why my coffee smell like ass?"
It's a
Thanks for the
combination.
$5 super chat, Eric. Appreciate it.
No problem, man. Shoot.
Oh, that's
It's
funny.
some fiends out here, man. That's why I stay at home.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Bro.
Outside and all this cracked up to be.
yeah.
Yeah, it's going wild out here, man. See, that's just enough. I just show you how crazy it's going out here.
Yeah.
Anyhow. All right. Well, phone tech at work says next travel hack, pack of Depends.
That's a real hack.
You
That's
know,
a
you know
real
what my
hack.
man said when they do stuff like that.
When they go low, I go lower.
Yeah, man. R.I.P., man. Dang.
Oh man, that's funny. All right. Well, people, we done did our due diligence for tonight. We try to keep it short and sweet. We didn't want to. We try not to do that. Have that YouTube burnout.
Right.
And again, I'd like to appreciate everybody for dropping in on the show. Shout out to everybody out there. I'm gonna run through the list again, I guess. Shout out to TJ, Philly, Jazzy Jeff, holla at your boy, Kia 2 Technical, Big John. I ain't holla at you in a minute. Sean Okafor, hold up, Miss Ashley Kelly, and the Skull playlist. I appreciate each and every last one of you guys. Forbes Tech Review, Team 100, Alan Anthony, also BG and Eric for coming in Well, this is our show, but thanks for showing up.
Appreciate y'all
Oh,
having me, man.
Y'all could have just left me hanging today, but y'all didn't.
You are
Oh
gay.
no. How we get there?
I'm just joking. It was anyhow.
I couldn't find so I got this.
You are gay.
But again, thanks everybody. I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Other than that, we'll catch everybody next week on BG's channel.
Yeah, next week 8 o'clock. BG Tech Life YouTube channel live. Peace up. A-Town down.
We out.